So THOR. So you've seen it before. We've obviously done some base demos of it before, but obviously we're trying to show everything off. So just a quick demo of this, really, just to show you. So I'm going to add a null, which is going to be my THOR master null. So let's put that like that. So I have that there. I'm going to add another null, which is going to be, what do you call that? Source, I suppose. So let's go source.
Yeah, you only need two nulls, source and target.
Yeah, so I always do it this way. So, you know, bang. And, I suppose, yeah, there's the master null way, isn't there? And the way I was doing it, which I'm not quite used to yet. But anyway, let's go target. Move that over. There. Okay. So go to utilities, go to THOR master. So target, and there's our lightning. So let's just pull that up. So this is obviously a newer version than you saw last time. Again, we've clumped things into groups because they make more sense. We've got obviously branching, we've got surfacing or surface capability, and we've got advanced. So for now, I'm just going to concentrate on this one just to push play. You can see instantly it's doing what it needs to do. But I want to adjust the thickness, obviously. So let's just can drag that down. It's fully interactive. So let's take that down, and then maybe the minimum thickness down a bit smaller. Tube segments are set to 6. If you want that to be faster, obviously go a little bit higher. You can also sub patch it on the fly, which is great. And you can have gravity affect it and so on. On the branches, we can obviously add substantial amount more branches if we wish. And have more depth to those. So on the little sub branches, you can have a little bit more on those, and branch scale. Sorry, let's just take them out as well. And you can up the chaos level and so on and so forth. So you can make a really nice sort of point-to-point piece of lightning really quickly. Just to show it as well on the actually, what we'll do, we'll make this. We'll put some strike points in. So I'm just putting these in just to quickly show where we're moving a little bit clearer. So when I animate this, I'm going to be animating these. I'm not worried about the detail of this at the moment and surfacing this. This is just really just to show you this basic operation. So if I want to animate that, I can, let's go to the target null. So I could move that up and back. Let's do another one. Over there and down. Maybe take another one over there, and then eventually let's do another one up here, and then copy that to 120, and now we've got an animated path for that. Okay, so let me load a different scene. So let's go back here. It's my THOR scenes. Okay, so that's basic. Let me, I don't know whether I haven't set others. Do for that. Okay, so this is basically, again, a piece of static electricity, all good. Go back to my master plugins THOR, and then what I'm going to do is let's go for my surface mesh. I'll pick that ground plane, go to the generator, and I'm going to choose, actually, let's choose arc. So what I've got here with the arc is that is now recognizing that object and targeting that at the top. The reason I did it at the top, I had it down the bottom. It's obvious when you do that. So I want to do something a little bit more, just a little bit unobvious. So I want to put the strike points on those as well. So the strike points are, there is a distance to those. let's have a look. Yeah, 2.21 meters, and obviously that's matching. Well, 2.2. There we go. Take off the 1. So that's now matching basically that targeting the floor plane up there. So so again, I can play, and you can see that lightning is now striking that object and hitting that object. Obviously, it's a little bit crude, but it works fine. So let me see if I can take the maximum thickness a bit. And let's get some more branching. Put a lot more in, and get some of the other little branches a bit bigger, and now push play. And you can obviously mess with that as much as you like. So let's see what else we got. Might be the same. Oh yeah, cool. So this was another thing that we were just literally playing with a few hours before we started the demo. So this is slightly different in that we've got here the toroid is the surface mesh, and we've got here surface skin mode. And what that does, so this won't play back in real time, right? It's the first thing. So as I just scroll through the frames, you can see they're attached to the surface and crawling over the skin. Now, there's a few bugs in this version because we were trying to get it to crawl like the static would over the surface. It was working, we've broken it, we're going to get that fixed. Right now, though, bear in mind, what you're seeing here is included in open beta. So we know there's a few things on there that just need a bit of tweaking, a bit of work. But effectively, this is it does the job that it needs to do. So this is crawling over the skin. Just the crawling part of it we need to work on a bit more. I can do a little preview of that, but it will take a few seconds. I won't do 120 frames, just let it do a few. And you can see it's a little bit slow. So we'll let it do it. Sorry, Bob.
You sent me a scene, a render of this.
Yeah, I'll show that in a few seconds. Just give me a second. I promise to call it up. I haven't forgotten. I know I'm old, but I honestly I haven't. What's your name? No, anyway. So a couple of things while we're just doing this. The points at both the source and the target are moving, which will pull the dynamics of the surface static more to the direction of where those nulls are, and you'll see that on the fully rendered version. So let me just play that back so you can see that. So there we go. So that's just the basics of that done. So a couple other things you've got in here. You also have surface static. Now, surface static doesn't work the same way. So surface skin sticks to the skin. Surface static will stick around the surface of it, but basically will sit on top. And that does play back a lot faster because it's not having to do so much work. So again, not particularly refined. And at the moment, it does go through in a few places. But again, if you want that over, let's say, a car body where you don't necessarily want it on the surface, you may want it sort of bouncing out from the surface and then back to the surface. You can do that. Or you can do it with the surface skin and have it crawl over the skin, which could be excellent for, you know, Terminator 3, I don't know, whatever. So again, highly adjustable. If you need to speed it up, you can go to the tube segments and adjust that. It, again, fantastic tool and very easy to use. And you can do Jacob's ladder effects with it. We've tried that, and that works really well. So you can sort of do Jacob's ladder. You can do the crawling, as I say, we're going to improve. Sean, do you remember which tool it was? Was it the Chaos Multiplier, the one that makes the curve on the surface of that?
Yeah, it's on. Yeah, it's on.
Is it on the branching?
Yeah, it's the one you got the envelopes on. That should actually make those little curls and all that on the sub branches.
Yeah, there we go. That's it. Yeah. So I mean, I'll just put that to 1 for a second, but you can see there you've got something much cruder. 2 starts to bend and look a little bit more like the crawling methodology. you can really just keep on going there. I wouldn't go beyond 8. I think it begins to look a bit too much, but you can. I mean, obviously, let's go to 12. There we go. But it works great. So you can get a good level of control over that and adjust it. And there's a few functions in there we still need to iron out. But as it is, it works great. But obviously, you're going to do more with it as time goes on. And you've got here, obviously, they won't affect this one so much. But so you've got single, fault, branch, arc, surface static, and surface skin. All included as standard. And obviously, we've got some surfaces we've added on this one, which do you want to call up the render now?
Sure.
I'm actually uploading a load of renders.
Yeah, that's
thankfully they're already uploaded. So there we go.
Yeah, I can call up a few as well, I think, from my end. I think on the THOR, just before you show them, Juice, have I still got my screen shared? Oh, no, you're showing that one. Yeah. So that I did last night. All right. So that was just me. I learned how to do the basics of it. That was me just playing with that last. Looks quite good, I think. So